Okay, take two. Welcome. I now call the Affordability Committee meeting to order. This meeting is being held in person and electronically in accordance with the Municipal Act. Consent items. For consent items, I will read out the title associated with the recommended motions printed on the agenda to see if members of the committee would like to deal with them on consent or hold them for discussion. For items that are not held, they will be deemed approved on consent with no further discussion on the matter. These items will move forward to General Committee, meeting scheduled for April 23rd, 2024 for consideration. We have no public meetings, no open delegations, presentations, or standing committee updates. That brings us to referred items, and there was one referred item matter this evening. It is 5.1, motion referred to General Committee on March 20, 2024, correspondence from circulation list dated March 20th, 2024 regarding a request to the province to extend the removal date of listed non-designated properties from the Municipal Heritage Register. Can I have a member of the committee place the correspondence on the floor to be received?
So moved.
It's moved by Deputy Mayor Thompson. Are there any questions from members of committee, members of council in attendance? First, members of committee. No questions. Members of non-committee. Councillor Riepma.
Thank you, Chair Harris. I would prefer, I think the intent of this matter that is before us here is for, I guess, the town of Cobourg was requesting the province extend the date from January 25 to January 30. And I guess in terms of the, I don't know exactly know what, if we receive it, what action we will be taking. And I assume that we're just receiving it and not doing anything. And my preference would be that we would send a similar letter to the province supporting the request that Cobourg has made.
Thank you. I see Deputy Mayor Thompson.
Through you, Chair. Harris, so maybe so we'll receive that this was the intentions, but would it probably, Madam Clerk, you can maybe help me with this, to have our Heritage Committee draft a letter and bring it forward so it's not in just in support of this letter, but a Barrie letter, if that was their choice.
Through you, Chair Harris, to Deputy Mayor Thompson, you could further refer this correspondence to the Heritage Committee, and they could draft with the intention to draft a similar letter for to circulate to the province.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Chair Clerk. I think, and Councillor Riepma can probably realize that we've had a horrible letter writing campaign in our previous years. And I just would like this, if this means something to the Heritage Committee to extend the dates, that it be more a Barrie thing. So I would refer back to the Heritage Committee. And if they had a recommendation come from that, then we could evaluate it at that time.
Great. Thank you, Deputy Mayor Thompson. So we have a recommendation to refer back to Heritage for a letter, a Barrie letter. Anybody have a comment on that?
Chair Harris, referrals are not debatable.
Sorry. Thank you. That makes it really easy. Okay, so we can call a vote on that? Yeah. All those in favor? Great, thank you. We look forward to a made in Barrie letter. Thank you, Councillor Riepma. That takes us to our reports on advisory committees. There is one advisory committee report to be received, and it's a report of the Heritage Barrie Committee dated March 26th. Can I have a member of the committee put the report on the floor to be received?
I'll put the motion on the floor.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Thompson. Are there any questions of members of committee, members of council in attendance? Seeing none. All those in favor? That's passed. There are two recommendations from Heritage Barrie Committee report dated March 26, 2024 for consideration. First recommendation, 2024 Doors Open Barrie event, that the Heritage Barrie Committee supports the registration of the City of Barrie with Open Doors, Open Ontario to participate in the 2024 Doors Open Barrie event, which with dates to be determined. Does a member of the committee wish to put the motion on the floor?
I'll put the motion on the floor.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Thompson. Are there any questions from members of the committee? Any questions from members of non-committee? All in favor? That carries as well. Second item corresponds to the municipal register, heritage register listed properties. And the recommendation that staff and development services be directed to send correspondence on behalf of Heritage Barrie Committee to those listed property owners on municipal heritage register and include information concerning heritage designation. Again, does a member of the committee wish to put the motion on the floor?
I'll put the motion on the floor as
You-
stated.
It's consistent. Thank you. As this motion is on the floor, are there any questions from members of the committee? Seeing none, members of non-committee? Seeing none, all in favor? Item's carried. There are no reports of officers of the corporation, no items for discussion, and that takes us to adjournment. This concludes the Affordability Committee. Thank you.